Nu skal vi ud og køre meget, meget, meget stærkt. Jeg er i London for at prøve spillet Onrush fra Codemasters, og det er et bilspil, som, ja, jeg har i hvert fald ikke prøvet noget lignende før. De har taget noget fra forskellige genrer, som f.eks. Street Fighter, Overwatch og Rocket League, og så mixet det sammen til et bilspil, og det er en vidunderlig cocktail, kan jeg godt fortælle jer. Men hvordan det hele hænger sammen, det kan du høre i mit interview med en af folkene bag spillet lige her.
The game is about high-speed thrills, arcade action like you've never seen before. It's about taking what was best from those arcade classics of the past and bringing in new elements from other genres such as shooters and games like Rocket League, bringing those influences to kind of reinvigorate the arcade racer. And we talked about the stampede system, about keeping you in the heart of the action, which is kind of, I think, unique to Onrush. But then, like, you look at like Street Fighter, whereby you got the round-to-round sort of moments. You get crushed one round, but then it instantly and seamlessly rolls into the next round. And it's another opportunity to kind of make a comeback and play for the win. Look at games like Overwatch or Rocket League, where it's generally team-based play, and looking at how we can bring those elements in. And then the class-based play of like Team Fortress 2 and all those sort of titles where we've kind of really merged so many different things from so many different genres, and even looking at game modes from the genres like Call of Duty and gun game, and just that natural sort of idea where if you make a mistake, you get taken out or you get shot like in the first-person shooter, they put you back in the action. It's just another opportunity, and that's the sort of thing we really wanted to get with Onrush. One of the tricky things we had early in development was like looking at, well, how do we balance these classes? We knew we wanted a wide range of different vehicle classes because it's fun to play as bikes that have a very different way to play. But we needed to give them abilities, ways that they could shine, ways that they could get involved in the action and actually take people down and work with their team members. So we've added rush powers, we've added abilities, we've added traits, things that make sure each of the eight vehicles inside the game are unique classes that have a well-rounded set of abilities that allow them to compete on an even level with every other vehicle. One of the coolest things we've done with the soundtrack is we've made it a reactive soundtrack. It's not just something that plays in the background, it changes based on what's happening. We mix seamlessly from one track to the next, keeping the kind of flow between the eclectic tracks. But yeah, as you say, when you get big airtime, when you get taken down, when you ignite rush, we change it all together. And it just flows seamlessly. And even when you're kind of moving from the racing action back into the front end and back into the game again, it changes to a very different tone, a very different pace. It all feels so natural. It adds so much to the game. You've got to play this game with the volume turned up loud. We've got a full single-player campaign. You can play it entirely offline. We didn't want to, just make it multiplayer focused. Multiplayer, I think, is where the game shines, where it's at its best, because you get the fiercest rivalries playing against friends and foe. But we had a full single-player campaign of over 90 events, whereby we teach you the basics. We introduce you to all the tracks, all the modes, and we up obviously the level of difficulty as you go along. And the coolest thing about it is if you are connected online, you can play co-op. You can seamlessly have your friends drop in, jump onto your team, and help you progress through the single-player campaign. Obviously, we've got the kind of quick, more casual play for players to just jump into matchmaking, have fun with their friends. But then we're going to have ranked seasons. So these will be time-limited events whereby you'll compete with other teams around the world and basically try to reach the highest ranking to unlock the best rewards. And we'll have different theme seasons and different events going on around them, but we'll be talking about more of them closer to launch. So what we've got inside the game, we do have a form of kind of gear crates, as we call them, where you are unlocking rewards randomly as you play through the game. But day one, there's going to be no monetization. There's going to be no way to spend any extra money in Onrush. Only once we're confident down the line are we going to look to introduce anything. Only once players are happy with what we're delivering. So don't expect any monetization when you pick up the game come June. I mean, the only reason we've only showed PS4 and Xbox is because they're coming out in June the 5th. But we are going to be developing it for PC as well. But the thing is, only a reasonably size, we're not a massive development studio, and we simply didn't have the capacity to get the best out of PC. So we wanted to take the time and the extra care to make sure we can offer the best PC version possible. Because we understand that PC players in particular, they want a few extra options and ways to tweak their experience. So we want to make sure we do that justice and deliver an awesome PC version after the console versions.
Drive through the gates.
Get ready! That's right!
Det var så mit interview med en af folkene bag Onrush her, og jeg utrolig imponeret over det her spil indtil videre i hvert fald. Der kan jo ske meget indtil launch, men jeg ser i hvert fald super meget frem til at glæde mig utrolig meget til at prøve mere. Men hvad synes du? Er det et spil, der ligner noget for dig? Fortæl mig det hernede i kommentarfeltet, og så ses vi ellers bare. Jeg skal i hvert fald over og spille noget mere. Hej hej.